Let's do it. Let's do pillow talk. Welcome. Yes, we're in here. Hey, hey, Miss M from TT. What shall we start our pillow talk with? It says, I was working downstairs. You was walking downstairs to get your. Yes, let's do it. Yes. What's popping? I'm trying to figure that out. Let's talk. What we got to talk about tonight? I don't know yet. We got some options, we got options. We got options. So we did a TikTok today. The TikTok, it wasn't our best day on TikTok today. We didn't get a lot of information, if you know what I mean. We didn't get a lot of information today. So that was something. There was several things that I wanted to talk about. Number one, um, let's see. Let me get on here and see. I really wanted to see if you guys were going to watch the Michael Jackson movie. Because I want to see it. I think I am. Nay, you made it. Yes. Yes. Welcome. Welcome. All right. We need some people in here now. What y'all want to talk about? Let's make a subject tonight. Let's make a subject. What we got? Let's see. Girl, go ahead and go. Listen, you got your dude. Go ahead and you can watch it tomorrow. Go ahead. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Go ahead, Laura. Cause let me tell you something. Don't leave no dude waiting for me. Yes. Go do you, boo. The Michael Jackson movie said it was good. Listen, I really want to go see it. And I know it's gonna be so good. It's people out there dressing up and people out there dressing up like Michael Jackson. Hey Gen X. People out there dressing up like him. I feel like I feel like he deserved this. But there was another documentary, I think. There was another one I want to go to. Yeah, we got to show out. That's facts. And it's such a generation of people that don't know nothing about him. You know that? It's such a generation of people that's all they know is Thriller. You know what I'm saying? And they only know Thriller because it comes on Halloween. Yeah, there was another one. I forget who played him. I'll have to figure that out. But there was another one. Everyone got to go. We'll do a watch recap, ain't it? That'll be a very good idea. Very good idea. You sure will. I agree with that 100%. Cause I know, like once they drop the information, it's got to be number one. It's got to be number one for this weekend, I'm sure, because you got to think about all the celebrities. A ton of celebrities showed up to do it. A ton of celebrities. So I know that's gonna be good. But I would absolutely love to go to one of the ones like like run down and watch it in Atlanta and see all the people that show up. I got somebody. Let's see. Do y'all know the Messenger Smack? Do y'all watch him? Do y'all watch the Messenger Smack? Let's listen to what he got to say. He just did a review on the Michael Jackson movie. Let's see what he got to say. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Wait, the soda and popcorn was $27. Listen, let me tell y'all this. Typically, when I go to the movies, a lot of times me and my daughter do it. It's mommy daughter dates. Before I had a daughter, I would do it with my niece, who is 22 now. Me and my niece will go watch scary movies. I love scary movies, y'all. But listen, it's expensive to get snacks at the damn movies. Girl, the damn movie snacks will drive you broke. That's crazy. I have the AMC Plus membership, so my tickets was free. Oh, that's good. That is good. Them damn movie snacks, girl. I'm listening, girl. But you can't do it without the popcorn and the soda. I mean, come on now. It says I looked online today. I know, right? I know. You gotta have your sip. Cause listen, but Smack the Messenger, he and like he don't like the Michael Jackson movie. I don't know what's his deal. I don't know what's his deal, to be honest with you. He said the movie was about Michael Jackson trying to get away from Joe Jackson. You sneak popcorn and food. Listen, the last time I went to the movies, um, the last time I went to the movies, we went to see the Black Phone too. Me and my niece and my nephew, right? We went to see the Black Phone too, and we went to we went to the Dollar Tree, right, to get the candy snacks, and we went and we of course got the sodas and the popcorn from the movie theater. Girl, I love me some scary movies. We went to the Dollar Tree and got the snacks and stuff, and I still paid a lot of money for popcorn and drinks. I still paid a lot of money for popcorn and drinks. It don't make no sense. Cause see, the way we did it, my niece and I shared a popcorn, and my nephew, he's about to be 13. So he, of course, wanted his own popcorn. So I got him his own popcorn. Me and my niece shared a popcorn, and then everybody got a drink. But girl, listen, that don't make no sense the way they do. Is that how they make their money though? Is that what I'm missing? Is that how the movies make their money by the snacks? Because I would assume they would get a cut of the movie, wouldn't it? Hold on, let's see. What's this? It says they do make money from the food. Okay, because some of them, listen, some of the movie theaters, and I don't know if all of them, I think most of them do now. Some of them sell alcoholic beverages. Some of them sell alcohol. Some of them do. I think most of them sell drinks. I mean, food like hot dogs and pizza and stuff. I think most of them do. Most of them do. It says, "Hey, faithfully." It says, "I want." Some. Okay, I see. Hold on, I got distracted. Okay, let me read your comment though. You brought Costco hot dogs into the theater, girl. I was not paying $5 for a bony ass hot dog, ain't it? Ain't it? You know it don't really make sense. I mean, it might. It might make a little bit of sense that if that's how they keep the doors open and the lights on, they gotta sell the food expensive. But they gotta realize that's probably why they don't sell so much food is because people can't afford to. You already paying $15 to see a movie. You know, I remember back when you could go to the movies as a teenager for a date, and it was affordable. When I was a teenager, we can go to the movies as a date, and it was affordable. You can't do that these days as teenagers. You better have a job and have your mama, help you out a little bit. This says my mom once packed whole sandwiches in foil and chips and soda and sugar. Ain't it? Cause you really want to see the movie, but listen, that's a bad habit to have. Once I think about it, guys, that's a really bad habit to have. To just think about if every time you watched, think about if every time you watch TV, you had to be eating or drinking something. That would be a terrible habit, wouldn't it? That would be such a bad habit. I think it would. Let's see what you say. Balling on the budget queen. Listen, let me tell you, balling on the budget ain't a bad idea, guys. It ain't. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with balling on the budget. Let me tell you, everything is too damn expensive these days. It don't make sense. And when you think about it, you don't have to spend a lot of money to look nice. You don't have to spend a lot of money to eat, and you can still live a good life. Balling on a budget is in right now. It really is. But we ain't out here. We ain't out here calling ourselves celebrities. We're not out here knocking each other for having to work. We're not out here doing any of those things. We're not out here saying we make X amount of dollars and we can do these things. We just out here trying to live life and have a good time. Chuck roast $36. See, girl. Somebody said that's how rich people keep money. They be cheap. You know, rich people, and you know what? You are 100% right because the rich people keep money because they don't want to pay for shit. Just imagine you come into my restaurant, right? Say for instance, I got this little restaurant. I'm making ends meet. I'm paying the staff, but I can use every dime that I make. Imagine a celebrity coming in there and wanting $300-400 worth of food for free just because they're a celebrity. Imagine that. That's how celebrities are. They want you to give them stuff because they celebrities. No, absolutely not. That's like when you be on TikTok, right? You be on TikTok and you see these celebrities out now. Everybody, listen, everybody is picking up. Hey, Miss Jackson. Everybody is picking up on the TikTok gift things. You got all kinds of celebrities out there trying to pick up. I'm not sending no celebrity gifts. Hey, Ken. Yes, we are live. Somebody said for $20 I can get a local crackhead and still be a chuck roast. Ain't it? Y'all know what? I don't know what they done these days. I don't know what they done these days. But I don't you when I was in my 20s, everybody I knew was a booster. We ain't really have to pay for nothing. What you say? I seen Tamar. Listen, Ken. I seen Tamar battling a lot. Is she not putting on shows anymore? I seen for the first time yesterday. I think it might have been yesterday. The rapper. Oh, he not a rapper. He's a singer. He goes by the name of Young Blue. He was under he was under Lil Boosie at one point in time, and I think he just fell off. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him. And somebody said I blocked Tamar. Why, girl? Nay, girl, why you block Tamar? What she do? 5 finger discount people. I'm telling. But you know what? You know what, Jayla? Some of the 5 finger discount people, some of the 5 finger discount people be trying to take you for a spin. I had somebody try to sell me some Bath and Body Work candles for $10 a piece. I told her, girl, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Sharjah. Oh, look. You got tired of seeing her begging. You know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all something about TikTok and these people begging on TikTok. Listen, for people, regular people, for regular people, it is what it is. I don't condone a person who is able bodied to go out and work, to be sitting around on the internet all day long begging. I don't condone that one bit. But for people like me who do this because I like to do it, not because I have to do it, of course, the extra money comes in handy. Of course it does. But when you're a celebrity from a family that everybody assumes is a rich family. I mean, we all know Tony Braxton is the one. We all know Tony Braxton is the one. But Tamar has a beautiful voice. Why is she not using it? You getting on the internet begging for money and battling random people. She battling random people, y'all. That's crazy, is it not? Grit baby, Lord Ken. Listen, one thing about Grit baby, ain't no quitting her because they done shut her off 1,000 times. And Grit baby continues to come back. Grit baby is coming back, y'all. She coming back every chance she gets. She don't care how many times they ban her. Grit baby coming back every time. It don't make one bit of sense to see celebrities whom we assume like Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy stay on TikTok for gifts. Soldier Boy stay there. She better be thankful for them kids. You know what, Ken? I believe I believe that people will still take care of her. Cause for some reason, people like for people to talk crazy to them. Is that the new love language? Is the new love language me coming on the internet and telling you how bad you suck because you won't give me your money? Is that the new is that the new love language? Is that what people want us to do now? I'm not doing it. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that at all. It's financial bullying. I believe so. I believe so. How many places had the internet put her in? I can't count. I can't count. But here's the thing. The last place that I saw her in, that hotel that kicked her out, the hotel that kicked her out, um, some of the viewers is the one that called on her and told it. And then next thing you know, she back in another one. Wait, it said, wait, Laura. Hold on, Laura. It says, speaking about kids, did you guys see the video just Kason put about Chrisean Jr. and Chrisean? No, who is this person? Are they on TikTok? YouTube. What'd she say? You know what, y'all? You said YouTube. It's reminding bad behavior. She also covers Joe and Roe. You know what, y'all? For why is it that so many people out here can cover Bert and Ernie or Dirt and Bernie? But let me say something. And I'm messed up. Oh, listen. Listen. Now that I pulled this person up, you know what? Now that I pulled this person up, she She covered a video of mine before. This just case in person. She covered a video of mine before. I saw it. I did. There's people recording with insight on Chrisean and how she neglects that baby so bad. Wait, and beating him? Why? What can he do? Hold on, let me see. Let's listen to her real quick. Since we last spoke about Chrisean, it doesn't seem like much has changed in her son's development. Well, let you want to get down, huh? Come on, let's go walk. We're gonna walk in the park. However, we do see that she is training for a boxing match that's probably rigged. How's it gonna feel when I kick your ass? Y'all think the boxing match rigged? She can sit on live all she wants to and tell us that her son is walking and talking, or even try and fake out the audience and be like, Papa, I see you doing stuff. I see you. Literally picking himself up and like walking across the sidelines. You know, he walking across the sidelines. Like, for him, that's a big step. Like him trying to move us. Does she still have custody though? Does she? I thought one of her older sisters had custody of him, which from when she went to jail. Y'all remember she went to jail? You know what though? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It may be a little crazy. I feel I still want her to win the boxing match though. I want her to win the box. I don't know why. I want her to win the boxing match. I feel like though, is Blueface the daddy? What's going on there? Is Blueface the baby's daddy? Because most of us, her sister still does, but she now takes care of her own baby with help. Yeah, I feel like her sister lets her come and get him whenever she wants to, but I don't know why the sister didn't. We don't really know. Yeah, all we know is what we see. Is the sister getting Chrisean Jr. some help? A lot of people saying no, it's Ronnie's baby. It kind of makes some kind of sense, but I don't think we'll ever really know because I think that Blueface kind of just wants to distance himself from Chrisean. But he said it wasn't his baby. I don't know. I want her to win and just change life because she actually can do so much. She had so many chances. Chrisean could have been in a better position in life. That's how I'm gonna say it. She could have been in a better position in life had she not let Blueface trick her into waiting for him to get out of jail. That was just a way for her to. That was just a way for her to not make money. I don't know what his motive was, but I feel like that was just his way of holding her back. That's the way I feel. I don't know. They supposed to be in counseling. Man, poor Cassandra. He didn't deserve. Do y'all think it's fetal alcohol syndrome, which is what people are saying, or do y'all think it's some? Do y'all think she's the reason why he's like that. Do you? Let's listen to what Jess is saying while y'all answer that question.
Yeah, like him trying to move us like on the side, like. But we know the truth. That child still needs a ton of help, and there's a lot of things floating around on the internet that I went and gathered and put together for us to kind of check out. I will be using some footage from Sean Davy Way as well as Concerned Mothers HQ. I just want to make sure I give you guys the credit you deserve because you all are the ones who are able to put this content out that I can then share with my audience. The links to their pages will be in my description box, so I do thank you guys for that. We're gonna get into it. So what's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Brand.
Okay.
My condolences to those who bought this.
You know what? I really hope that's not the case. You know, I hope that's not the case. But we kind of feel like she went to jail. Yeah, she went to jail. How long did she do in jail? Hold on, let me Google it. Let me Google it. Let me see how long she went to jail. She went to jail September of 24 and she served 3 months. She did 3 months in 2024. We did watch her drink and smoke. We did. We watched her drink and smoke. We 100%. They did 2 DNA tests and they said Blueface. He isn't. Dang. Now the Creta chat syndrome, is that just something that happens or can it be like how does that happen? Can something cause that? Or is that just something that could possibly happen to a child? You know, I want to ask, when I went to school, when I was in elementary school back in the 80s, I was born in 1979. So when I was in school, like, I don't know if it was because they had the special kids in different classes, but it seems to be that there wasn't as many special kids. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? It seems to be that there wasn't as many special kids back then as there are now. She needs to sit down and be a mother. You know, I had my first son at 14. I'm not a perfect mom, but I know I have done my best. My son's a teen, and I have missed today. See, and that's the thing. I don't. Here's the thing. When Chrisean got pregnant and when she had that boy, she had no clue what the crap she was doing. Right? She had no clue what she was doing. You remember the Walmart when someone filmed her at Walmart with um with Junior just in the carrier and he would just flop back. Y'all remember that? Yeah, she almost dropped him. He was just like, you know how they people say support the baby's back, support his head. None of that stuff was happening when Chrisean used to have him. She didn't know how to take care of a child. And all the yes men around her was just letting her do whatever they thought she could do. They wasn't even trying to tell her nothing. That's why I hate when celebrities or people with a little coin have yes men around them, because they make terrible mistakes that someone could stop them from making or teach them better. Someone says it's a syndrome. Hold on, let me pin this. It's a syndrome, and I don't believe it's caused by anything other than having it in your family, which is why I said even a mix maybe be just fetal alcohol syndrome. Gotcha. A lot of us was vaccinated. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, like the 2000s. I don't know what's, every generation of people is a different generation of people. But it seems like these new generations of people, every single new generation of people, these people is so different. Like, it's crazy. People have a month old baby and think they're parent experts. I have a 17-year-old and a 13-year-old, and I'm 31. You know what? I want to ask you something, Laura. Do you believe in gentle parenting? Do you believe in gentle parenting? Because blue face little girl, pink face. Pink face is out of control. Do y'all believe in gentle parenting? Anybody in here, do you believe in gentle parenting? Because I'm going to tell you, when we was growing up, there was no such thing. When we was growing up, you can get your butt whooped with anything, whatever your mama found. You can be sent outside to choose your own weapon. What's the topic of Pillow Talk? We just rattling off today. We really don't have a topic today. We just rattling off about anything. We've been talking about Chrisean lately. Well, recently, just now, we're talking about Chrisean. I think Chrisean's mom is special. Yes, me too. I think Chrisean's mom is special. And it's been trickled down. You know that? It's been trickled down. I think all of them got a little tints of special. Somebody say, I'll be just the first time, then I'm whooping. Sometimes you can learn because you be like, look, I don't even want them consequences no more. But other times, some kids, you know what? Some kids, you can spank them multiple times and they still gonna do what they want to do. But these ones these days, they need to be scared straight or something. I don't know. These ones need to be scared straight or something. I don't know what's happening. But this new generation of people, I don't know what's wrong with them. Someone says, hey, just here to troll. I enjoy your lives. And I'm here for the replay. Yes. Replay gang strong. Thank you. Thank you, Cooking with Judy. Thank you. Was how many of you guys were in my live TikTok today? How many of y'all were in my TikTok live today? This is right. Right, Shay. Speaking of speaking of that, uh, so listen. Wait. Unfortunately, I was stuck in business meetings, so I missed it. Dang. It was we didn't have that interesting of a live today. It was kind of live. I mean, it was kind of boring. I wasn't given a lot of ammunition today. But so and so did tell us to call the dog people and send them to his house so that they can come get those dogs. At this point, if they come and get the dogs, I think they'll put them down, don't won't it? Are they too big for adoption? He told us to call the dog people to his house because they finna have a new set of dogs. Hey Wanda, how are you today? Hey girl. Yeah. He said to call the because the dog's pregnant again. The dog is pregnant again, y'all. And do y'all think that they know what other dog did it this time? Because I don't. Unless the dog shows signs of training, they will put them down. I don't know why it took so long. Why did it take so long? Why did it take so long for I told y'all. Bernie wanted to keep all the dogs. Okay? He wanted to keep every one of them. He done gave them names. Once you start giving them names, it's over. It's probably an incest dog, ain't it? I wouldn't call nobody for Jordan. Ain't it? That's what I said. Don't nobody call. As soon as he said that, I was like, don't nobody call. Let him call himself. Why he can't call? Why he can't call? You know? That's why I take my pocketbook to the movie. Hell full of snacks. Listen, I'm going to see the Michael Jackson movie though, y'all. I gotta go see it. I got to. I feel like I'm obligated. I feel like I have to. Someone said they would neuter them. Someone said now they would neuter them and find homes. He said Bert finally put the air conditioner on. You know what, y'all? Speaking of that, why does somebody have to tell you what temperature to set your air conditioner on? Mind you, it's not even a good temperature setting. Because who the hell leaves their house on 75 degrees in the summertime? 75 degrees in a house in the summertime in any point of the season is hot for me. I don't want my house at 75 degrees. That's burning up. That's burning up. Ain't he lying? Girl, he is lying. Cause why? And that car is gone, ain't it? $400 plus, girl. Them five, yep. The extra clothes. You right. I'm trying to figure out how his air conditioning bill $400 if you never use it. Ain't it? It's something. Listen, y'all. It's giving window unit. Hold on, let's see. I wonder how much YouTube pays nowadays. Not enough, Wanda. It couldn't be enough. Here's why. Here's why. I don't know why the light bills are still $400 when we were told this same thing back in the wintertime. Y'all remember when we were told that back in the wintertime that the light bills was $400? Y'all remember that? I think you might have said it might have even been five. But here's the thing. From his own mouth, the car has been away since February. The car wasn't getting paid. The car insurance wasn't getting paid. Where is said car? So that tells you right there, it's not enough money being made. It's not enough money being made to pay for everything they need to pay for. It's not, because most of us now granted, a lot of times bills are due at a different time. It kind of just depends on when you got said bill, right? But most bills are due the first of the month, right? So when you're saying it's the 21st and you got to pay bills, you're behind mostly, right? They can't pay bills. They not rich. They just think, ain't it? Because you got to think about it like this, guys. You got to think about it like this. For 20,000 views, which is, what he typically pays for the videos. 20,000 views will get you a pretty good piece of change. But not when you have so much overhead on everything you got to pay for, you know? And he told him pay, yeah, ain't it? Pay the bills today, honey. Listen. You know what? And that's right. The only bill, listen, all of everything that I have to pay, the date starts the 1st through the 10th. And the 10th, the only bill I got to pay on the 10th is my homeowner's insurance. The homeowner's insurance comes out on the 10th. The only bill that I have to pay later in the month, which is like the 15th, is my cell phone bill. Is my cell, but they buy views facts. The only bill that comes late is the cell phone bill. After that, everything's paid. Everything's paid. Nothing's due on the 20, nothing. You know? Someone says that's why. Oh, hold on, let me pin this. That's why I said on the other live, he don't have the money to buy extra stuff like Gucci. Oh no, no, he doesn't. No way. No, not that. Nope. The 21st, ain't it? Ain't it? He be exposing himself every day, but mad at us. How you mad at the world? How you mad at the world? You told everybody what to talk about. That's crazy. He buys gotcha, ain't it? Someone said it's the same as mine. It's the cable bill on the 18th, but I pay early. Right. But let me tell you something. See, here's the thing. We don't have a man. We don't have no money. Ha ha ha. Y'all gotta go to work. That's what we were told. We don't have a microwave. We don't have a table. Stuff like that. $20, they got $20. Ain't it? $20. Finna have 40. Cause that dog finna have some more. But I'll take my I don't have life over that life any day, guys. I would take my you don't have this, you don't have that life any day. You know? We don't have stability, ain't it? I have a man. I don't have to get drunk. Ain't it? Girl. Listen, y'all. I would just be divorced. Listen, y'all. There's too many incidences to where I feel like I would have been disrespected in my marriage. When I was called beloved, that would have been disrespect. When I told the world, my husband told the world that he needs to be drunk first, disrespect. When I have to consistently defend my relationship. I mean, they can't afford to feed those dogs. No. That's even if I could, guys, even if I could afford to feed 20 dogs, do you think I want to? I like to do things. I love to be outside. There's no way that I can sit up and sleep on a beautiful day. It's beautiful outside. I'm asleep. Why? Why? It's a beautiful day. I'm about to go out there, get in my little Nissan kicks, and I'm finna drive around. At least, to be outside, I gotta be outside, y'all. Go walking, anything. I don't know. I can't like it baffles me for a person. But I mean, if you're 78 years old, you don't want to be outside. I mean, I guess I don't know. I think when I'm 78, I'm still gonna want to be outside. Somebody say, somebody say underskin missing, holes in doors, no AC. It's terrible over there, ain't it? Smell like dog poop. Mm-mm. And there are landmines all over that yard. Dogs pooping everywhere. Dogs just pooping all over that yard. You can't walk nowhere. Don't forget the roaches and everything else that lives under there because, you know, stuff lives under there. I don't know. I don't know. Stuff lives under there. outside the house smell like it, ain't it? Girl, crazy work right there. But y'all know what? They did have raccoons, possums, and rats. Y'all know. I want to figure out how um humans are stupid, and 3D's pages got struck for bullying. How do y'all think that happened? How was he allowed to strike pages for bullying? We was just bullied the other day. There was a blicky pulled out. Yeah, on YouTube. Uh-huh. Yeah. Their pages. But who would do mass reporting on 3D, and humans are stupid? Like, who would report them? Yeah, humans are stupid as a male. I took all images. All images. I don't use names. I don't have time for that. That's crazy. Let me pin this. You know what? What you said, Jayla. You know what? When I want to know how they do it too, Jessica. Um, but Jayla, let me tell you this. So when the TikTok page got banned back in November, um, he sat down and said he was about to come for me, right? And after the page got zapped, the person who did it, I mean, it was a lot of people that did it, but one of the people who did it came into my live and said exactly what you said. She said that, and I let her up in a panel. She said that she pulled out her laptop and turned it on, and sent a very good email or whatever she did, and that's how it got zapped. Okay, Wanda, I see what you're saying. It don't make a lot of sense for so many people's pages to be able to get in trouble when most of us ain't do. I've not done anything malicious. You know what I'm saying? I've not done anything malicious. There are some people out there that drag him through the mud, dry him off, and drag him through the mud again. I don't even do that. She says, "Yep, I be knowing stuff." You sure do. Because that girl told me exactly what you just said. She said she went and got her laptop, pulled it out, and made a professional. She sure did. Hey, Kia. Kia says, "Hey, y'all." Right. Pulled out the pew pew. Told us to try it. Why my lives keep getting out on TikTok? His people, his people keep coming to get me, Jessica. Because Andrew was in my live today multiple times from what I hear. Facebook, listen. See, this is why that Facebook, Any updates on the lawsuit? You know what? Any updates on the lawsuit? Here's what I've decided. I'm just gonna wait. You know, I believe that's what they're saying, Jessica. I believe that's what they're saying. I believe that's what they're saying. Cause they'll just shut it off, and I'll just be like, they've done this like twice this week. I don't know. Like, I don't know why people are so working for him. I don't know. I can't for the life of me figure it out. Someone says you gotta type stuff like that, and YouTube gonna look at it, and eventually. Here's the thing about it, guys. You can't keep attacking others if you can't afford for that to happen to you. Because here's the thing about us. We've got real income. We go to work every day that we're supposed to go. We go to work. We do these things as side jobs. Just little extra money on the side. Stuff like that. And I really do it just cuz I like to. Um but if you have this one income of this one platform that you've got so used to using and that you've got so arrogant with, at some point you'll get a humbling experience. It's real sad because he's not in at all. Not innocent at all. Never been. Never been. Carlos said it takes a year for a lawsuit to come through. Well, here's the thing. Being that from what's been told to all of us, the CVS thing should be an open and shut lawsuit. That should be. Now I understand you got to have negotiations and all of these things. But like I said, CVS CVS would want to they would want to try and settle that, especially if he says, I'm going to take this I'm going to take this to the news or social media or something like that. I'm not asking about it no more. I don't, you know what? I'm done with it. I feel like, yeah, you know, listen, I hope he win. I hope he win. That's all I can say cuz it's a lot of stuff going on, and like I said, I'm trying to really distance myself from a lot of this stuff cuz when I turn off the computer, that's the end of Joe. That's the end. I don't I don't want to be in nothing else. It's people on panels arguing and I don't know. Right. I just hope that when this happens, someone has a body cam. Hey, Jackson, 35ish. I just hope that when it happens, there's a body cam and we can get the footage. That's all. He thinks he's invisible. Oh, yeah. Yes, he does. He does. So and so said that, they're getting paid for said movie. I don't, we as for we ain't it's just like I feel like that just like I feel like the movie. I'm not looking for said movie. I'm not interested in said movie anymore. I don't care no more. Yeah. I don't care no more. He said he would have the person film it. Good. Good. That's what I want. It's gone, ain't it? Ain't it? It's gone. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I mean, there's no way. Because what's taking so long? What's gonna happen? Jayla, this. Like it was I'm beginning to think it was another skit. You know that? I'm beginning to think it was another skit. But at the same time, who's the one that's getting embarrassed about it? Right, all that embarrassment to himself. Ain't that crazy? No, it's never. It's never doing that. It was 51 minutes. 51 minutes. That's it. I wasn't planning to watch, was gonna see clips on TikTok. We was gonna hold a watch party on my page. We was going to hold a, any way to keep the views down. We were gonna do that. Yeah, we was gonna do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, they are. They are very embarrassed. I mean, how could you not be so arrogant, so loud, so wrong? It's embarrassing. It really is. Loud and wrong. This right. So here's my theory. Here's my theory. Listen to my theory. We heard a story. Let me tell y'all a sad story. There was a car accident February 27th. There was a rear ending. Somebody rear ended them. The insurance company decided to not pay said $7,000 shop fee. Initially, we were told that the truck was getting a battery installed, and it took months to install a battery. And then one day, so and so had nothing to talk about, and he just blurted it out. It was an accident. Someone hit me. Here's the thing though, if someone hits you, it's their fault, right? If someone hits you, it's their fault. Some people think we're all dumb. Some people think we don't know anything. And so when someone hits you, it's their fault. Now, if they don't have insurance, they get tickets. They might go to jail if they don't, it depends on what what the officer wants to do about said situation. Now, if you were in the wrong and you did something, or you didn't pay your car insurance, I have uninsured motorists. I have gold plan. I'm not, listen, I can't have nobody tearing up my shit and I can't get it fixed. You know? So here's the thing though. It's not that expensive for me to have all this coverage. It's not that expensive for me to have all that coverage because I don't have SR22, which is what said person mentioned. I don't have SR22. I also don't have a husband that's driving around in my car with no license, you know, because things matter. I haven't had 9 million tickets that I just go to court and pay. So all of these things factor into why it's given he didn't pay, ain't it? Ain't it, Wanda? It's given he didn't pay. So, um, he doesn't have 7 grand at all. So I don't believe the car's around. I don't believe it's around. I have a feeling he drives like a fool too. I do. Hey, Miss Parker. Hey. I have a feeling too. She said, heavy penis. Big ass heavy foot, ain't it? Give me that infinity hell, ain't it? Girl. Listen. You know, most of us go around, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of us go around and go places, do things, don't have ops, don't think anybody's out to get us. We ain't ran off with nobody's booking money. We haven't made a ton of internet enemies. We go around just as jolly. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth 7K, Nay. Absolutely not. It's not worth that. Imagine if you had everywhere you went, you was afraid somebody was gonna do something to you. Imagine being afraid in your own house. That's crazy, don't you think? Imagine pulling a blicky out on people on the internet. Walks around with them clenched, ain't it? Right. I don't have ops. Like, girl, I'd be going, I couldn't imagine having to look around and figure out if someone's about to try to do something to me. If you beefing me, you beefing along, right? That's why I be telling the people. I be telling them, listen, I'm not into it with ain't. I don't have no ops. I'm not into it with nobody. I don't get on here and drag him. I don't get on here and be malicious. I don't get on here and everything I get on here and do is only what has been said by him personally. That's it. I don't get on here and doing crazy shit. Right. Here's what I think. Here's what I think. You said you've been in insurance 20 years and you would have totaled the car. Here's what I think. I think that the car's been repossessed. Or the other alternative is the accident happened the opposite of what he said. I think he probably rear-ended somebody, right? I think he probably rear-ended somebody. The damage to his car is very extensive, and he needs that to pay for both cars. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? That's what I think. Because here, think about this. Let me tell y'all what would have happened if I were in that situation and I was, quote unquote icon. And I lived off of, YouTube. And I had really, really big supporters. Here's what I'd have done. I would have came right out and told you guys. I would have just told you guys anyway, because I don't lie about dumb shit. Why lie? Hey, where's your car? It's getting a battery. It's been getting a battery for 2 months. I don't lie about dumb shit. I would have just flat out just told you guys, hey y'all, I had I bashed my car up and X, Y, and Z, and if at all you guys can help me, I'd appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If at all you guys could help me, I'd appreciate it. That's all that would have been said. Maybe if he only had liability. That's what I think. That's what I think. He only had liability. And he's the one that crashed somebody else's stuff, or maybe whoever hit him didn't have insurance. But still, your pride is too big. You're begging for the wrong things. Right? You should be on here asking people for video gifts, for stickers, for super chats, for cash apps, for whatever. Because at the end of the day, like you said, this is how you make your money. Did you watch his live from yesterday, calling Joe his significant? Yeah. You know what? I'll tell y'all this 1,000 times if it needs to be. He is not comfortable with being with a man, guys. He's not. He will never say husband, ever. He can't. I think he would throw up first. He would throw up if you told him you gotta address this person as your husband, or I'm gonna spank you. You gotta say stuff nicely on YouTube. If you say you have to address this person as your husband, or I'm gonna spank you, he will say the spanking for 100, Alex. And here's the crazy thing, guys. I feel like if he would have got a chance to have, really, he would have probably proudly carted him around and said, this is his boyfriend. What do y'all think? Significant other. Girl. No. That's your beloved, remember? That's your beloved. I already said it years ago. He said, hold on. Let me pin this before it goes away. I already said it years ago. He said, in for the money. Y'all not remember? Oh. You know what? That's why he's got such a problem. That's why he got such a problem with working. It wasn't in the cards. I think that once he lost his what did he say it was that he lost? His purpose. Once he lost his purpose, I really believe that it was told to him, don't worry about it. You'll never have to work again. Where's the text? I don't know. Where's the text? Somebody said Wanda send the text. uh Wanda says she don't know how to get it. I think once that job was lost, I think it was told to him that he would never have to work again. And I think he's lived by that ever since then. I think that was the way of trying to soothe him. But, look at him now. He's crying about having to work. So, yeah, continues to take his purpose. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine having, we all had some dreams before in life that either we grew out of or we realized that it was something that was probably not doable. You know what I'm saying? But when you have dreams that you can possibly meet, like he wanted to be a father, he wants children, and and it's not just one person's fault, it's two people's fault. You decided to get into this for whatever your reasoning was when you first started it. And I think here's what I 100% think, guys. We don't know when said white lady entered the picture. Does anybody know when said white lady entered the picture? Does anybody know? Because here's what I think. I think he was a boy that didn't have anything, and he was taken advantage of. I think he was a boy that didn't have anything. And somebody came along and said, I'll put you in some Jordans. I'll buy you some Jordans. I'll buy you a PlayStation. You can have your own room. You can have a race car bed with Lightning McQueen sheets. I don't know what the conversation was, but I feel like that's the way it went. I feel like that's how it went, guys. I don't. You believe it was before Job Corps? Here's the thing. We got some pictures of a younger looking Ernie with bigger Bert, and then we got a picture of a slightly older looking Bernie with said white lady. So I'm so confused, guys. There are literally pictures out there of Bert and Ernie was young. Ernie was young, and Bert was big. You know what I'm saying? Boom, right here, Nay. Didn't grow up with nothing and was sold dreams. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Just think, you've got a teenage boy, right? Young 20s, teenage, whatever. That mind can be persuaded to do anything. You got raging hormones. You got him wanting things. A lot of things happen. I think a lot of bad things happen. He said yesterday that he did amount to much, and he said he went to Job Corps and started working welding. That was his purpose. It was. That was his purpose. And he lost it. Yes. Do you think it's too late? Yes. Here's why. Here's why. Number one, he's been ruined. He's been ruined. That man has ruined that young man. He's talking down to women. He's talking bad about them, but he still likes them. Look at what he was doing at this party, filming women. And and who wants him after what's going on with him now? Who wants him after this? Who? He will get another charge, ain't it? Ain't it money? Yep, because that's coming. Better leave before he gets Daryl. Yeah, that's coming. That's 100% coming. M. Danny. He only sees women as, oh yeah, yeah, he does. He really does. Throw him here, ain't it? Throw him here right where he want to be. He right where he needs to be, and that's facts. Right where he needs to be. So people are being offered 3-year-old seasonings and just share a post that's very short. You don't get a lot of money for short posts, you know, 30 seconds or so. Marriage at convenience facts. It really is. Cause what else is it? What else is it? And a musty apron. Yeah. Y'all know who's getting it. Andrew and one of those other people. Right. He doesn't even see Charlie. You know what? Let me tell you something, money. You are 100% right. Here's what's going on. Main character syndrome is what he has. Main character syndrome. You know, at first it was, Bert and Ernie, Bert and Ernie, Bert and Ernie. Now Bert don't want Ernie involved. Bert just want to be Bert. But you can't just be Bert because you got to be in Bert because of Ernie. Okay? When you was just Bert, nobody was picking up what you was putting down. But when you went and got Ernie, people started trying to figure out what Bert and Ernie was doing. So you can't just cancel out Ernie because that ain't what the people signed up for. People signed up for Bert and Ernie, not just Bert. Now you just want to be Bert. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Me, me. No, there's no my, no me. It's Bert and Ernie. Oh yeah, we heard Lily get kicked. Nobody want to see Bert by himself. Facts. That's facts. Nobody does. Nobody does. Cause what are you getting? As a matter of fact, people really don't want to see either. And the only reason why people want to see them together is because it's such an awkward situation. Oh yeah, 100% jealous. Yes. People only want to see them together because it's such an awkward situation. You know what I'm saying? We can see the awkwardness and the tension there because we don't get to see them together a lot. The odd couple, yeah. We don't get to see him a lot because it's something going on there, and we all know it is. We just don't really know exactly what it is. Ren and Stimpy, yes. Free Michael and Lily. Let me tell y'all something about Michael. Listen, guys. Um, so we was in a live, and I said, you know what? Michael Wave. I don't think Michael Wave works. And I said, we're gonna. That's the new thing. It got over there immediately. It got right over there, and Bert went crazy. And then the next day, the people went right over there again and made him show us that Michael was still alive. And today, he decided to show us that Michael was still alive. Girl, listen. Listen. Ain't no way I'm going to be pressed if I had, you know, tens of thousands of followers by somebody with a couple hundred. I mean, why would I? Why are you cursing like that now? Because it's me. Because he knew I did it. Because it's me. All I did was ask the question. Why is he not using Michael? You know? Didn't you want to clean Michael? Take care of Michael. Michael hadn't been washed, wiped, cleaned, looked at, touched. I don't know. I mean, Michael got action today. I don't know. Because somebody said, why did he kick the dog? Because I said, what did I say? Was that about, I think it might have been about Michael that day. It might have been about Michael. Significant other, beloved. Yeah. Thumbheads embarrassed, ain't it? Listen, somebody said, please antagonize him to clean up. Listen, guys, I have. I have. But he thinks that, you don't have to sweep. You just mop. You just pull out a mop and run the mop over the spots that the path that you consistently walk down. He doesn't know, you're supposed to mop under the tables and, mop over there where you don't walk at too, because things start looking crazy. But the one thing that I can't antagonize him to do is to take care of that dog. I've tried many a times. Yeah, I asked why he didn't melt the butter in Michael, and look what he did today. Melted butter in Michael. No, he ain't moving shit and cleaning it. No, that ain't happening. He too lazy for that. Sweep first. He ain't finna do that. Listen, Nate, we've been trying to get that sweater off Lily for months now. Okay? We done talked about it. We talked about it so bad that he lied and said that she has a groomer, and that he reached out to the groomer, and the groomer is sick. And when the groomer gets back well, you know, said dog will be groomed. Said dog has never been groomed. Okay, let's start there. And said dog is a little dog. You can give said little dog a bath in the bathtub. I mean, what's going on here? Barely put soap in the dishes, ain't it? Yeah, yeah. Lillian is the sweater, ain't it? Ain't it? Is the sweater. Lillian B. Cuban B. I like that. Yes. Cuban B. Yeah, Lillian B. Ain't it? I picked that up. Half baked. Yes. Plenty of free time. Plenty. But you know it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna never happen. Not if he gotta do it. Hey Sharon. Hey girl. So yeah, we up here trying to figure out why Michael ain't been getting no action. Michael got all the action today, y'all. I don't know what happened with Michael, but Michael was being neglected, guys. I don't know. I mean, I was really wanting to tell him to go and pop some popcorn in Michael. I don't. That's what I was wanting to do. But why he always tired. Here's why. Um, I'm gonna give you a good rundown on why he's always tired. Number one, 76 years old. Okay, that's number one. Okay, number two, lazy. Lazy. That's number two. Oh, thanks, Monica. Is Monica? Are you in here? Monica sent me. Monica sent me a cash app. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate you, love. So being 76 years old, okay, um, sleeping all the time, having no stamina. When you don't get out and walk, when you lay around all the time, you don't have stamina. Battered wife, ain't it? Right. Thank you, Monica. Let me pin that. Diabetes, high blood pressure, 79 years old, ain't it? All of that. Every bit of it. That's what it is. But number one is laziness. A body at rest stays at rest, ain't it? But the number one is, like you said, a body at rest stays at rest is laziness. Like y'all, would I be when we be watching and it's a beautiful day outside. It's nice outside. I'm finna go to bed. You finna go to bed? It's nice outside. It's 2 p.m. Girl, listen. I don't know. Ain't no way. And then sometimes it be a Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Girl, listen. I'm finna go outside. I love it outside. Go out and touch grass. When was the last time you touched grass, sir? You know? It's the pressure too. You right, Rain. You right, Rainy. You right. Argue and sleep facts. Facts. But a lot of people, you know what, y'all? There was a time in my life where I couldn't do a lot of things. I was just working, 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 working. You don't realize what life that you're missing out on until it's something you can't do. You know, when it's something you can't do, you realize, dang. Say for instance, you you went out and you stumped your toe, broke your foot. I don't want to say nothing to where it's going to be something that affects you the rest of your life. But say something happened to you to where you couldn't get around as good as you used to for a while, for a little while, for a while, however long it takes to heal a broken toe or whatever. You'll think about, dang, you'll think of 1,000 things you want to do that requires walking. You'll be like, dang, man, I like to go to the mall, or I like to go to that carnival they got going on, or this festival they got going on. You'll think of 1,000 things that you wanted to do. Monitoring trolls all day is exhausting, ain't it? He's gonna regret sleeping like that. Well, you know what? He might not, because he's afraid of being outside. Yep, just right. Just what I just said. He's afraid of being outside. He's afraid of people. You know. But see, when you done devilish things and things that you think won't come back to you, your conscience kind of wails on you. Your conscience tells you, hey, man, don't go outside. It ain't safe out there. That's what your conscience tells you. Don't go outside. It ain't safe, man. Somebody might be out there. You remember you ran off on them people money? You remember you made them phone calls on them people? Stuff like your conscience will beat you up. You don't even got to beat yourself up. Your conscience will do it for you. Because there's always a way that the universe is going to let you know you done something messed up. Someone said, I messed my ankle up last week. Was told to stay off it. But I've been in the yard. See, you gotta be like, that's me. Listen, y'all. I gotta be outside. I love it out there. Let it be a nice day, and then, so and so said today, I'm waiting for the rain. I'm waiting for the why? Why are you waiting for the rain? It don't matter if it's raining or sunny, you're gonna be sweet. Why are you waiting for the rain? What did rain do to you? What is rain gonna do for you? Somebody gonna run up and molly. Yeah. Hey, somebody gonna run up and whop. Listen, y'all. One day, LaQuanda might find him. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm gonna watch. I want to tell y'all this though, real quick. I'm gonna watch Chrisean's fight. Tomorrow. I'm outside 10, 12 hours a day, working from home. I have to. Well, see, that's me. I work from home, but I work at home. Well, yeah, working from home, working at home, same thing. But as soon as I'm free, I'm like a bird. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there. Who is she fighting? I don't know the girl. But let me tell you something. The girl looks really mean. Jess Kaysen thinks it's gonna be Jess Kaysen thinks it's a rigged fight. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. One day we should address Brad McKnight. Let me pin that, because we gonna do that tomorrow. Money. We doing that tomorrow. Let me tell you something about Brad McKnight. Brad McKnight, when he was popping, when he was, he was the guy. And I still love his music. I still love his music. I didn't know that he was like this with his children. Like Brian McKnight, um, the One Last Cry song, and Do I Ever Anytime? Anytime is my listen. Let me tell you something. But I don't know. You never know people behind the scenes. You know that? That's just like R. Kelly. We never knew. Well, we kind of knew because Aaliyah was so young. You never know what a person does behind the scenes. We kind of knew about Diddy. We kind of knew, R. Kelly, but we didn't know the magnitude of what he was doing. But here's the thing about R. Kelly. Those girls' moms sold them to him. I believe. It's alleged, but that's what I believe. I believe those girls' mama let him pay them for their kids. And when his money ran out, that's when everybody want to go and say, well, you know what? This happened. When he ain't got no more money, this happened. Aaliyah wrote AJ nothing but a number about Diddy. I thought Aaliyah wrote AJ. I thought R. Kelly wrote AJ number but a number for Aaliyah. I thought R. Kelly wrote that for Aaliyah. Mm, definitely tracked it. Yeah, I believe R. Kelly wrote that song for Aaliyah. Yeah, but that poor girl, like, oh, I loved her so much because me and Aaliyah, same age. We were the same age, so I kind of was growing with her, and I loved her so much. I was like, dang, at the time, everybody was watching her, everybody was listening to her, and she was poor thing. She was just being passed around. I didn't know she was being passed around like that because they say she was R. Kelly, Jay Z, Dame Dash, probably did it too. I don't know. It said it was rumored that her mama knew and didn't care. Most of the mamas know. They know. Because how did she not know when they was allegedly married? Because who signed off for them to get married? And she had all those grown men after her. It's not surprising for her to have had grown men, but somebody should have been in her corner, been like, no, this ain't what's, you know? That was the first celebrity that broke your heart. Who? Aaliyah? Her voice was beautiful. She was beautiful. It was just a terrible thing. And I believe now, y'all know, listen, y'all know I like conspiracy theories, right? Y'all know I like conspiracy theories. I believe what they said about them trying to get her out the way so that a said other celebrity can be who she is now, a billionaire. What about Brandy and Wanye? Brandy, me and Brandy, me, not like I'm included in them, but we're all the same age. Brandy and Aaliyah, we was all the same age. So I love Brandy. And I grew up watching Brandy and listening. And we heard back then that her and Wanye was an item, but we heard that the mama, Brandy's mama, is the reason why they didn't last because Brandy's mama, for one, didn't like it. For two, they were trying to paint Brandy as the good girl, wholesome and clean and nice. And Brandy's mom, from what they were saying, was trying to make Brandy out to be a bigger star than One Ye. And One Ye didn't like that, you know. Wait, Timberland married my mom's best friend's daughter, who looks like Aaliyah. Timberland said himself that he was in love with Aaliyah. He was in love with her. I don't think he ever got his chance, but he was in love with her. Her mom made a lot of Oprah about being married. Oh, Brandy's mama. Listen, Brandy's mama. You said Brandy's mom is the devil. Brandy's mom is why Ray J is like he is now. You know that? Ray J can't stand their mama. Did y'all see what they had, that little piece of show they had? They had a brief show, Ray J and with his mom and them. So Ray J feels like his mama and daddy pushed him to the side, left him with his grandmama to pursue Brandy's career, right? Which they did. And he never felt like he got the love from those parents that Brandy did. You know, it says, you remember the MTV special Brandy had? Yes. Yeah. What the mama do? The mama, she never showed Ray J the love that he wanted. They left Ray J with his grandma while they went out and pursued Brandy's career. Because Brandy's mom and them was her manager, right? So Ray J still feels some type of way. He still feels some type of way about the way the mama treated them. That's why Brandy put him in Moesha. Yeah. See, Brandy's always loved her little brother, right? And she's always tried to be there for him and tried to show him love. But the thing about it is, Ray J hates Brandy, guys. It's a love hate thing. He loves her because she's his sister, but he hates that she got all the attention. Have y'all seen Ray J's tattoo that he has of Brandy? Ray J has a tattoo of Brandy, and it's kind of defaming her. He put it's a terrible tattoo. It's a terrible tattoo. Nate, you gotta Google Ray J's tattoo of Brandy. It's a terrible tattoo. He he loves her, but he hates her. Like y'all gotta Google Ray J's tattoo of his sister Brandy. It says Ray J is a victim of Cash Doll, and the tapes was redone and produced after the original, but stolen and leaked, but not leaked. Oh, kick. Oh, I see what you're saying. K dash. Yeah, absolutely. Them Kardashians. Listen, those Kardashians will do anything for money. Anything. The mama done sold them off for money. Brandy is embarrassed of Ray J. Yeah. My little girl done fell asleep next to me. My little girl done fell asleep next to me. She's snoring. I know she tired. I'm gonna have to get her up. Witches. Listen, nobody has ever come out of a Kardashian relationship and been on top. Nobody. Look at Kanye. Look at all those football players and basketball players. Look at Scott Deersdick. Look at Scott used to be an alcoholic. Scott used to be an alcoholic. Well, see, Travis Scott is still in it, isn't he? Isn't Travis Scott still with Courtney? I think Travis Scott is still in it. Oh, not Travis Scott. I'm thinking about girl. You know who I'm thinking about? Travis Barker. Travis Barker is still in it, I think. Travis Scott is the only one because I think it's because he was with a Jenner. I mean, she's still she's not a Kardashian, but you see what I'm saying? He was with Kylie. Yeah, he was with Kylie. I was thinking about the drummer, Travis Barker. Yeah, I was thinking about Travis Barker. Michael B. Jordan. Wait. Yeah, he better ran for his life because I love him. I feel like Michael B. Jordan is gonna have as long and as beautiful of a career as Denzel. I would like for him to step into the roles that would have been offered to Denzel had he been as young as Michael. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all know how Training Day and all of those things. I just wish nothing but the best for Michael because I feel like he's so genuine and so sweet. And I was so heartbroken about him and Lori Harvey. I didn't want him with her because she's been listen. Lori Harvey knows her way around a bed, okay? And I know that's what it was. But we didn't want him with her. We didn't want him with Lori Harvey. He's too genuine and wholesome for her. You really wish Chadwick was still. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. I really do. After he won the Oscar, asked if was single. Yeah, now Kim, stay away from him because he too good. He too good for you, Kim. He said Denzel is his mentor. Good. Lori learned real quick. You know what? Somebody said Michael B likes white women. He really liked Lori Harvey. I don't know. Lori is a quiet 304, like her mama. Yeah, she a 304 and she proud of it. She love being a 304. And Michael B, he still lives at home with his mama, don't he? Michael B is a sweet guy and was passed up in high school a lot. Oh, you see why Bruce left? Well, listen, let me. You see why Bruce left, Chris? Bruce listen? Listen, guys. Let's talk about Bruce for a second. And I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer. We've already been on here 2 hours. Y'all know we've been on here 2 hours. Listen, does Bruce date men? Does he date men, or did he just want to be a bad bee? Because what is this about Bruce? Courtney married Travis. Okay, good. Girl, Bruce, does he like men? What is somebody you said he dates women. He dated women. You think he dates men? Girl, somebody said he's a trans lesbian. Girl, do y'all remember Bruce had that car accident that messed somebody up or maybe even unalived somebody? Y'all remember the car accident? Do y'all remember the car accident? Now, when he had said car accident, the people were stating that he they believe that he changed his gender to somehow get out of the lawsuit or get out of jail or something weird. I don't know. They said they believe changed his he turned himself like that to try to get out of it. But here's the thing, guys. Bruce is tall. He has big hands. He has big feet. Why would he want to be a female? Why? You remember Michael B. from All My Children back in the day? Girl. Chadwick was from your area. You know it's so sad how he silently fought his battle. You know? Wait. Somebody said, hold on. Wait. What y'all say? Play the T.S. Madison of what? Somebody put that back. I done lost the damn comment, girl. Let me go back up. Okay, let's see. Play the T.S. Madison clip when she spoke on Bruce's accident. Okay, let's do that. Go get in your bed. Good night. You been sleep. Go get in your bed. Wait, it's on YouTube. Hold on, let's see. Okay, T.S. Madison on Bruce Jenner's car accident. Let's see what she's saying. Let's see.
Are you a Jenner? And well, I'm gonna bash one really quick. Can I bash?
Go ahead.
Really fast.
Go ahead.
Caitlin, where you at, girl?
Oh Lord.
Miss Caitlin, you been quiet. Over there, got in that bungalow. You done put some fast acting to on those feet. You got those motherfucking goddamn devil hooves put up on that sofa, bitch. Are you a Jenner now or a Kardashian girl? Are you?
Wait, that's not it, is it? Hold on. They are battling on some of these things. She going after Bruce, ain't it? Hold on, let me see. Bruce dates me in. Oh. It says him and Brandy took lives in preventable accident. You know what? I've always said this. Listen, a regular person would be charged with manslaughter, vehicular, you know what, or something like that. A regular person can be charged with the R word, SA, stuff like that. But a rich person, you say, well, so and so did this to me, but I want money. No, I want you in jail. I want you in jail if you done it to me. And do a person deserve some type of financial support after a person has done something to them? Absolutely. But let's make all the rules apply to other people. Hold on, this what's this say? Clive Davis probably got by All She Is, his new Whitney. Wow. Wow. I believe it. She said, but Bruce did something. He didn't even go to court. He paid a lot of money. That's what he did. He paid a lot of money. And never served a day in jail. Ain't it? I remember Brandon being in court. It was on TMZ. Dang. Dang. Bruce, I don't think Bruce ever went. You just sent it to my TikTok. Okay, let me look. Let me go look. Okay, let's listen. We're gonna listen to this. Hold on.
Cause I don't know damn black motherfucking hoe that can go out there, hit a bitch in a car, kill a motherfucking family, or kill a folks. Okay. Get up the next day and go get a whole reality television show, transition and become a woman, and then be woman of the year and be laying on Vanity Fair.
Well, I could think of one person, but I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, which one?
No, but they didn't let her lay that down.
They didn't.
I mean, I disagree though, because she kind of had
No, they dragged her recently.
She didn't mean to do it.
She did.
That was an accident.
Yeah. Caitlyn got up and hit it.
Caitlyn was like,
Hi guys. Hey,
that was a different
how's everybody
situation.
doing? Oh God, did they survive? Wow. Hey. Did they survive? Oh, they didn't. Oh,
because I don't know now.
Wow. I like T.S. Madison. I really like T.S. Madison. They had Bruce on Women. Yeah, Women of the Year. Is that not disrespectful? Is him being the Woman of the Year not the most disrespectful crap you ever heard? Being that he had just become a female or, a trans, because he wasn't ever a female. They wouldn't have dare let a black man have that. But let a stud get up there and be man of the year. The men would probably throw protests, you know? Did Bruce get the surgery? I don't think so. Did he get the surgery, guys? Wait, he did? It was the biggest FU to women. Yeah. Okay, say he didn't get it. Wow. I worked with a guy once that had the surgery. I worked with a guy that had the surgery, right? He started out doing the hormone therapy. Um and then he got boobs. And when he was coming to work, before he even had the surgery, he used to wear really, really, really short mini skirts. And, this was in a pharmacy setting, and people were uncomfortable with that. Now, he never worked in the pharmacy where I worked, he worked in the outside of the store, right? And people were very uncomfortable with that. So, the shorts would be the skirts would be so short that, he didn't even really have to bend over for you to see anything. And so he ended up having the surgery done. And he said it was the worst thing that he could have ever done. Because listen, he said that you have to, now listen, I can't, I'm going to try to say this as nice as I can for social media. Okay. And you can use your imagination as to what I'm saying. He said that you have to consistently put different size things in an open wound to keep it open, and it's painful, and you have to leave these things in there for hours a day to keep said open wound open. Yes, that's what he said. And he said it was the worst decision he'd ever made. Yeah, to keep it open. Yeah. And it will close if they don't. Yeah. So that surgery would, imagine how many people who've decided to do that and couldn't bear the pain of doing that. Yeah. Do they have to do this forever? They got to do it a long time, I guess, until, I don't know how long, but I don't know how long. I'm glad mine's organic. Shout out to God, ain't it? It says, and hold on, let me see what this says. And after a certain time, the size goes up. Yeah. But you know what? I can't imagine. No, I can't imagine. You heard it was forever. I believe it. I could imagine that, because think about it. Natural is designed to kind of, accompany certain size. Imagine if you just decided to stick with one and say this is it. Wow. Yeah, that's what they're doing, stretching like folks stretch their earlobes. Yes, that's what they're doing. Yeah. This man said it was the worst decision that he'd ever made. And the way he got said surgery done, he was um he was LGBTQ, he was slash activist. He was an activist. And he used to be out there, advocating for rights. And the way he did it was he started a GoFundMe. You're assuming it can't be, no, I don't think it can be reversed. Because I think they're taking, all the interior out of, said thing they're making said hole into and discarding it some kind of way. But listen, he did a GoFundMe to raise every dime of money to have that surgery. He did a GoFundMe to get the boobs. And the crazy thing about it, y'all, he was a super tall white guy, super tall guy. And I don't know, and he was young, like he was 20 something. He was young and his hair was already falling out. So after his he was out for like 4 months with the surgery. And when he came back to work, he kept having to go to the bathroom a lot. And that's how I found out what he was doing. He was saying that he had to consistently do this thing that I just told y'all about. And he was doing it at work. He was doing it at work. So, um that's when I found out what he was doing, but he had when he came back to work, he had just started wearing wigs. They don't take it out. So what was he doing? Switching sizes? Oh my God, girl. It might be time to go to bed, girl. It might be time to go to bed, honey. Take the outing into it. 6 months to a year of walking around with something shoved. Oh my God, girl. You know what, y'all? I want to thank y'all for joining Pillow Talk tonight. We done been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Um, I'm sure my husband is ready to come to bed. I just kicked my daughter out of our bed because she had done gone to sleep. My baby had an interesting week. She had a field trip. She had some choir activities. All to be a female, ain't it? And you know what I would love to figure out? How they do the women's thing. How do they do the women? Oh my God, I don't want to think about it. Oh, that sounds terrible. Take the pain from a cycle any day. Cause see, at least you know you only gonna be cramping maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days. Maybe. Uh-uh. Let me just let me have my cycle. I can't. So I said, hell, I don't even like tampons. It's dang. You just sitting up there with just stretching something out. You just gotta walk around. Oh my God, yes. Stay what you came in with. Y'all listen, here's what they don't understand. And I know that studs also don't understand the stuff that men go through. But what a man don't understand is most of us don't want to have a cycle every month. We don't want to be crampy and bloated and angry and agitated, overstimulated, crying like Chrisean was. I want some food. I don't know. I'm hungry. I want some French fries and some spaghetti. We don't like being emotional all the time. We don't like having to go and change tampons and pads. We don't like having a cycle every single month. We don't like a lot of things about being us, but we have to do it. You're signing up for this. I feel like I feel like that I wished a lot of these men, especially the ones who are male chauvinistic ones, I wish that they can be a female on a cycle for a whole week to see what it's like. Because you got some men out here that thinks that, A woman's supposed to do a lot of these jobs, and they don't have to do most of these jobs because they work and they cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? Give birth, ain't it? Jeez. We go through some. I know some women that have such bad cramps for several days of their period that it's like, okay, I can't even go to work type cramps, and some pain a man won't ever feel in his life. Feel like you're expelling demons giving birth at the same time, ain't it? Like they say, I wanted to have more children, I just couldn't. And it took me forever to be able to have my daughter. I had my daughter when I was 36. It took me forever. And I just couldn't keep a child. And so when I was in, I didn't even know, cause see, I got a the doctors have told me many times I got a high pain threshold. So when I was in contractions, I didn't know it because I felt like it was supposed to hurt worse because people were saying, "Oh, it's gonna be the worst. It's gonna be this." I've never felt cramps. What I felt was it felt like somebody had two trucks hooked to my hips and was driving opposite ways. My hips were spreading to give birth, and it hurt. But my dumb self was thinking that I was supposed to have like the worst menstrual cramps I ever had. And my baby, yeah, you said I had mine at 37 and she's 1. My baby is 11. She's 11. And I had no clue I was in labor. And so I was telling my husband, I said, my hips hurt. And he was like, what? Why? And I was like, I don't know. And I said, I guess they're spreading to have the baby. And that's all I thought. I thought, that happens. But what? My baby was 3 weeks early. But she was 6 pounds still when I had her. They said if I would have went the full term, she'd have been 10 pounds. And so when I went, I was like, I'm not gonna worry about it. I go to the doctor in 2 days. So I'm going through this for 2 days. I go in there, they send me immediately. I was like, girl, you in labor. Get out of here. So yeah, I had my last one at 33. I would have had I would have had another baby when my daughter was 3, but I couldn't keep it. So after that, I just said, you know what? I won't put myself through that kind of torture because this one I had to have a DNC. I had to have a DNC on this one because it was they literally had to take the whole baby out because I was far along. I was far along when this one didn't make it. Somebody said I'm going through menopause. Girl, we got you in our hearts, girl. Cause listen, yeah. Somebody said my condolences. I'm going through perimenopause, girl. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not, and I'm terrified of it. You know what I think the worst thing about menopause will be? The hot flashes. The hot flashes, is it? Yes, we praying for everybody that's going through menopause, girl. Yes. But y'all, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up. I think I've held enough of you guys' time. I will let my husband know he can come to bed because I kicked him out of the room. Be sweaty like Yeti, girl. Not like Yeti. I see. I know you fucking lying. I'm not pregnant at 36. You know what? I was in such denial because I had so many failed attempts. I was in such denial that I had every single sign that I was, but I was in denial because I had doctors say you'll never, have a successful one. You'll never this, you'll never that. So I was in denial. And girl, when I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna get a pregnancy test. I got a pregnancy test. I used it at nighttime. That's how pregnant I was. It immediately said you're pregnant. I went and bought like three more. I took like seven pregnancy tests. I took like seven pregnancy tests before going to the doctor. And I went to the doctor and I was like, yeah, you're over 3 months pregnant. I was like, what? I was like, what? They was like, have you not had your cycle? I said, no, but I thought, that I was just dehydrated or something. I was girl. See, I was working a lot then. You didn't accept it until you was 7 months. See, I couldn't accept it. I was still going to work and complaining every day, getting more and more grouchy. And the people at work was like, girl, what is going on with you? And I was like, I don't know. Sitting up there the whole time, just pregnant as hell. It was crazy. And then I was high risk. So I had to do a lot of appointments. I had to do a lot of bed rest. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. At the time, I was like, I don't ever want to have another baby, but then I wanted another baby. It was crazy. I know. Okay, so let's do good night. Let's do good night, y'all. My dumb butt not gonna believe I'm pregnant. Silly girl. Jayla. Oh, girl, I love you. You made me crack up. You do. You do. Yeah, I was high risk. It was terrible. Man, I like to go to work. I was a workaholic person, and it was tearing me apart. I couldn't take it. And then I had worked for so long and so much, and I had so much money saved up, you know, that when I had her, I took 3 months off from work, and I was like, this is the worst shit I ever done. I didn't know what to do. I would be You know what? I was such a crying mess. I think my hormones was messed up for like weeks. My hormones was messed up for weeks when I had my baby because I used to be a crying mess. I used to be crying. My husband come from work and be like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "I ain't had a shower," because see, I was a hover parent, and I was, and I didn't know you could like leave your baby alone, your new baby alone for a little while and take a shower, and I would just, I would watch her like a hawk. I couldn't sleep, and she would be sleeping. It was just me. I used to be like, you hear all the bad things about crib this and crib that. Girl, I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck. I couldn't, for months. I was a nervous damn wreck. You enjoyed yourself as always. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to thanks to Money for sending me the cash app. And thanks to you guys for being here. And I'm gonna have to do a recap tomorrow on TikTok. I gotta do a TikTok recap. And we're gonna do pillow talk because I've been missing out on pillow talk. I like to do pillow talk. So yeah, make sure they breathing. I was a nervous wreck for months. My mama used to say, she would come over and she would say, go take a nap, go get some rest, I'm here. And all I would do, because I would listen, the baby was fine. It was me. And my mom was like, girl, this baby 2 months old. This baby 2 months old. You don't have to watch her like a hawk. And I used to be like, well, I'm just gonna take a shower. And my mom used to be like, go to bed. And I just couldn't. I don't think I slept for like 6 months after I had my daughter. I was a wreck. Because I had waited so long and tried so hard to be a parent. And then I finally got one and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? It stressed me out bad, girl. But good night, y'all. Good night, good night, good night. Let me pin Nay's comments. Good night. Thank you guys so much. Follow me on TikTok if you don't already. Follow me on Facebook if you don't already. Follow me on here if you don't already. And we'll do pillow talk tomorrow. And I'll try and get to pillow talk. I don't have any plans tomorrow because it's supposed to rain. So I might go to my cousin's house if it doesn't. But we're gonna do pillow talk. My daddy's coming over Sunday for basketball. And that's that. Yes. So good night, chat. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And we will be back tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Thank you guys so much.